Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. Today we are going to continue our 8th chapter of chemistry, that is transition and inner transition elements. This is part 3 of this chapter. In our last lecture we have discussed about the oxidation states of transition elements, in which we have learned about the elements which give the greatest number of oxidation states occur in or near the middle of the series. For example, manganese. Next, we discussed about physical properties of transition elements. So, all transition element shows the properties of metal. Now, let us continue with this chapter. In this part, we are going to discuss following topics of the transitions element, also known as D block elements. This topic is trends in atomic properties of the first transition series, in which we are going to discuss two properties. First is atomic and ionic radii, second is ionization enthalpy. So let's begin. We know that the atomic radius decreases across the period and increases down the groove in modern periodic table. So we can say that atomic radii of the element of the transition series decreases gradually from left to right, or when we move across the period or across the series of transition series, so it is decreases. We know that greater the effective nuclear charge, stronger the attraction between the nucleus and outer electron, and hence electron is pulled towards the nucleus and size of the radius decreases. As we move across the period, there is a addition of one electron at a time. So effective nuclear charge goes on increasing. As we move across the transition series from left to right, the nuclear charge increases by 1 unit at a time. In transition elements, last electron enters in n-1 d subshell. We know that the order of screening or shielding effect is s orbital greater than p orbital, greater than d orbital, and greater than f orbital. Means according to which the shielding effect of d electron is very less, and hence the attraction between the nucleus and valence electron is increases. So we can say that the shielding effect of a d electron is not that effective, and hence the net electrostatic attraction between the nuclear charge and the outermost electron increases and the atomic radius decreases. The same trend is observed in atomic radii of a other series. However, the variation within a series is quite small. Means there is a minor variation in atomic radii within a particular transition series. In this graph, the atomic radii of transition series are given. This is first series, 3D series, second series, 4D series, and this is third series, which is 5D series. So in a series, for example in 3D series, the atomic size of the elements gradually decreases, then remains almost constant for few more elements, and then increases slightly towards the end of the series. This is minor variation in the atomic radii within a particular series. So in general, we can say that as we move from left to right in a transition series, the atomic radii decreases in a particular series. Now, what happened when we move from down the series, or when we compare two different series? In this graph, atomic sizes of one series are compared with two other series. Means 3D, 4D, 5D series are compared in this graph. So as we can see that and increase from first series means 3D series to second series, that is 4D series of element. But when we see the 5D series, there is a minor difference, or we can say nearly same as those of the 4D series. Why this happened? Because in 5D series there is a 4f orbital present, which must filled before 5D series element. As we know that shielding effect of f orbital is very poor as compared to other. Hence, the filling of 4f before the 5D orbital results in a regular decrease in atomic radii, because shielding effect is very low and hence attraction between the nucleus and valence electron is very high. So there is a slightly similar in 4D and 5D atomic radii. So we can conclude that atomic radii decreases as we move from left to right in a transition series, and it is increases as we move down the series. Now, trends in ionic radii of the first transition series. So let us discuss what happened in ionic radii of transition series. So as we discuss, when we move from left to right, atomic radii decreases. Similar thing happened to ionic radii. So when we move from left to right, ionic radii also decreases. So we can say that ions of the same charge in a given series shows progressive decrease in radius with increasing atomic number. We know that transition elements have variable oxidation states. The trends in ionic radii thus can be studied with first elements having same oxidation state, or considering various oxidation states of the same element. Elements having same oxidation states means different transition element having same oxidation number and same elements having different oxidation number. So in this chart, let us first see that elements having same oxidation number. Here, from scandium to zinc, M2 plus is the same oxidation number for scandium to zinc here. So we can say that there is a gradual decrease in the ionic radii when we consider same oxidation number of different elements in a series. There is a minor variation in this series. Also, when we consider 3 plus oxidation state of different elements, we can observe that there is a decrease in ionic radii. Now, for one element, when we consider various oxidation state, for example, manganese have various oxidation state of +2, +3, +4, +5. So here we can observe that for an element with different oxidation state, so its ionic radii decreases as the oxidation state increases. Why? Because when there is a loss of one electron take place, the effective nuclear charge automatically increases and hence the formation of cation take place. Now when the second electron removed from the element, effective nuclear charge increases. Then it is very hard to remove the second electron from the element. So it requires more energy to remove that electron. So As the oxidation number increases, the ionic radii also decreases. So in short, we can say that for elements having same oxidation state, then there is an increase of nuclear charge. Then gradual decrease in ionic radii was observed. For example, the divalent ion of first transition series chromium 2 plus is 82 picometer and copper 2 plus is 72 picometer. So when we move from left to right in a series, then the ionic radii decreases. Why? Because of increase in nuclear charge. Second, considering various oxidation state of the same element, then we can say that with higher oxidation state, the effective nuclear charge also increases, and hence decrease of ionic radii can be observed from M2 plus to M3 plus to M4 plus and so on. Ionization enthalpy. Now let us discuss trends in ionization enthalpy. First, what is ionization enthalpy? The energy required to remove an electron from the isolated gaseous atom in its ground state is called ionization enthalpy. In short, energy required to remove one electron from the element. So, there is an increase in ionization enthalpy along each series of the transition element from left to right due to an increase in nuclear charge, which accompanies the filling of inner d orbital. As we move from left to right in a series, the effective nuclear charge increases, and hence it is difficult to remove electron from the valence shell, as the attraction between the nucleus and the valence shell is more. So it requires more energy to remove electron from the element. Hence, ionization enthalpy increases as we move from left to right in a series. We know that the second and third ionization enthalpy is larger than first ionization enthalpy, as it involves removal of the electron from positive charge species. So, as we move across the transition series, increase in ionization enthalpy is observed in the successive enthalpies of first ionization enthalpy, second ionization enthalpy and third ionization enthalpy of these elements. Here in this table, ionization enthalpy of first transition series is given. We can observe that the first ionization enthalpy of the 3D series increases as we move from left to right. So, IE1 of 3D series is increases when we move from left to right. And when we compare the second and third ionization and enthalpy with the first, it has more ionization enthalpy than first ionization enthalpy. Why? Because it is very difficult to remove the second and third electron from the cation, as effective nuclear charge is very high. Now let us compare the ionization enthalpy of different transition series. As we see in this graph that ionization enthalpy of third transition series, means this third transition series, is very high as compared to the first and second transition series. So we can say that the ionization enthalpy of the element of third transition series are much higher than the first and second series. Why? We know that in the 3D or third transition series, means 5D, third transition series, there is a 4f orbital is introduced, which must be filled before the 5D orbital. As a result, the valence electron experience greater nuclear charge as the shielding effect of f orbital is very less, and hence the attraction is very high between the nucleus and the valence electron. So, the atoms of the elements of third transition series possess field 4f orbital. 4f orbital shows poor shielding effect, and it is very difficult to remove an electron from the 3D series. Greater amount of energy is required to remove electron from 3D series. So, greater amount of energy is required to ionize elements of the 3D series or third transition series. Hence, we can say that the ionization enthalpies of elements of 3D series third transition series means 5D series are much greater than the first and second series. Thank you.